To get started,
let's see.
Click below and select stream.
To get started, click below
Showing
and
the
select
homies.
stream.
Okay. Boom.
Showing the homies. Okay. Boom.
See you, Ken. You guys are the homies.
You can.
Let's see.
You guys
How's
are the homies.
The latency.
Let's see.
See you, Ken.
How's
Still,
the latency?
You guys are the homies.
You can.
Let's
Stuff.
see.
I haven't.
How's
You guys are the
the
homies.
latency.
Let's see.
See you, Ken.
How's
Still,
the latency?
You guys are the homies.
You can.
Let's
Stuff.
see.
I haven't.
Audio mute.
Oh, shoot. Desktop audio mute.
Paste. Bonk.
Paste.
Chat. We'll
Bonk.
put chat over here. Okay.
Chat. We'll put chat over here. Okay.
Yo, I
okay,
forgot how
okay.
to stream.
Yo, I forgot how to stream.
Let's see. Properties.
Let's see.
No.
Properties.
Filters. Luma key. Okay.
Filters.
Just getting
Luma
somewhere.
key. Okay. It's getting somewhere.
Tejas is sleeping on the floor over here. He just left.
Tejas is sleeping on the floor over here. He just left.
Put you guys there.
Let's see.
Little chat
Put you
bubble
guys
over
there.
here.
Little chat bubble over here.
How's everything? Is the echo fixed?
How's
Still
everything?
echoing?
Is the echo fixed? Still echoing? Let me see.
Hello. Hello. Audio still echo. Shoot.
Hello.
I'm such a noob at this. Let's
Audio
see.
still
Desktop
echo.
audio's muted.
I'm such a noob at this. Let's see. Desktop audio is
Video
muted.
capture device. Mute that. Alright, now it should be this microphone. Yeah, over here. And now this should be good. Good now. Sick. What up? How's everybody doing? Today, I just wanted to come on, and I haven't uploaded in so long, so I just wanted to hang out, talk about what's up, and maybe give some little behind the scenes of what we're working on. When's the next drop? Okay, so I've been a bad boy and have not uploaded YouTube videos. My next video is going to be a productive day in the life because I have not been that productive. But it's been taking me so long to even just get started on it. But have everything all scripted and slowly getting started on it. But you know, YouTube's an interesting game. I feel like the editing is easy once you have everything filmed, but the process of me like filming and getting started to filming is just like, sometimes it's just like so overwhelming you can't like see the vision, and then it always comes together in the edit, but it's really hard to figure out where to start. And yeah, I built this whole where is it? Here. I went ahead and built this whole custom camera rig POV setup for this like morning shot that I wanted. So unnecessary, but I just like building things, so it's pretty cool. This is like a mountain bike helmet, and I found like all these parts, and I kind of just like thought to myself, would this work? And it works, which is pretty sick. Got a counterweight in the back. You can put the camera on there. If you check out my YouTube shorts, TikTok, and I'm doing a little trial reel, but you'll see it on Instagram pretty soon. But yeah, I just did like a little build montage / preview of like what this looks like. And yeah, you can put anything on it. You got A7S III, you could put action cameras, phones or whatever, which is pretty cool. So that's gonna be cool. And I kind of wanted to challenge myself and do a mirror shot, but you don't see the camera. But low-key, it's just like not worth it because it's just super complicated and delaying me getting any progress on the video. And I don't even know if I mean, I guess it's possible because people do it in the movies, but I don't know, man. I usually can figure things out. I don't know if I can figure this one out. Let's see. But yeah, I'm just gonna post on Instagram real quick that we're live, and then we can get into some Q&As, just hang out. Also, maybe I should play some copyright-free music. What do you guys think? Just get the vibe started. Let's see. Live right now. Boom. We'll add a little link. I hope everybody's been doing pretty good, and thanks for hanging in there. We gotta get some uploads back up. Let's see. You could do Insta360? Yeah. Make the go look like a button on your shirt for the mirror shot. That is a good idea. I have thought of that as well, but I want it to be like, wake up in the morning, and then I'm like walking to the bathroom, and then I'm like going to brush my teeth, and I look up, and it's just like me in my perspective, I guess, like looking in the mirror. But it's pretty bold move. Okay, we're live. Do a little song. I like that. Just throw it up there. Boom. Okay. Fave editing trick. Honestly, if you guys don't have keyboard shortcuts, you really got to get onto that. Basically, the way I edit is I edit on a MacBook, but this is for just like Windows. But so if you I guess this works at any editing program, but you have, dang, this is hard to explain and also show you guys. So you have your left hand here, and then you're on either a trackpad or a mouse over here. So right here, these two layers right here are super important. So you basically have like 8 custom keyboard shortcuts that you can do. So I do Q and W is like shuttle delete left and right. So you can just like play the video Q, and then it just like deletes everything to the left, or W deletes everything to the right. It's pretty good. E is delete. R is like cut, I guess. Cuts everything. 1 and 2 is in and out, and 3 and 4 is zoom in and out. So it's like zoom, 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 zoom out, shuttle, delete, cut, select, delete. I don't know. That's just how I do it, but it is pretty good. You guys should get on your keyboard shortcuts. You should check out Work Louder Keyboard. Mr. Adam, I backed the Knob 1 over a year ago, and I just got confirmation that I believe in May they're finally going to be shipping. So if you want a little unboxing video on like Instagram or something, so down. But yeah, I backed the Knob 1 a long time ago. So expensive. I think it's like $350 for a keyboard, which is crazy. But yeah, I guess I can go through. So I asked on my Instagram a little Q&A if you guys want to pop on over there at Colt Kerwin, but I'll answer some of those questions right now. So let's see. Favorite hat. Right now I'm wearing a BTSP, Beautiful Twin Sisters podcast. Shout out Ashley and Amber. That's a pretty good one. Camo Sicko's hat. That's a pretty good one as well. Kind of rotate those around, and then like a classic vintage dad hat in New York City, or like the New York logo. I like that a lot. Let's see, what has been your biggest challenge in your content journey? Honestly, ever since I've started, it's just the consistency, man. I suck at the consistency. Yeah, any problem that I have will be solved if I just made more videos. But I guess it's like a personal journey that I'm gotta figure out. Tejas is back here. We've been talking about like figuring out a show, just like to have some sort of consistency, because I feel like this past year it's been really great experimenting, and every video was just like this I'll move over here. Every video has just been like this super experimental, creative driven passion project, which has been really good. But then like sometimes it just kills you, and it takes like so long to get a video out and then you're just like your energy's expent for a while. So then having some sort of like repeatable format just to have like more touch points with you guys, because then I'm around more often, and then like you'll still get the bigger videos, but then there'll be like a more consistent basis of like what you'd expect. Kind of like lower effort. I don't want to say lower quality, but definitely just like a way to connect with you guys rather than like having this crazy animations and stop motions and stuff like that. How's it going? Thank you for whoever watched the Draw My Life. That's another one of those things that like I've been talking about that for over a year, and then I finally got around to doing it. Content Closet channel when? Content Closet channel. So we consider ourselves not really like a content house, but rather a creator collective. So it's really just like Tejas has his channel, Shervin has his channel, I have my channel, and we're just like all homies supporting each other and like making videos together, rather than a group channel. Yeah. And group channel is just like, it's cool, but it's just like another thing to think about, and I can't even upload on my main channel. So can you do more tutorial videos as being a creator? I do want to do like a how I make my videos video coming up in the future, perhaps. Where do you see your channel in 2 years? 2 years. I don't know. I think I've been saying like the best case scenario for me would be like twice a month uploads, where you kind of have like enough time to make it good and flesh out a idea fully rather than kind of like cutting it short. Yeah, and I think I mentioned on the digital spaghetti episode that as well. So that's kind of like my goal for now. And yeah, honestly, like shout out you guys. We got the plaque, and like I feel like that was my biggest goal. And then like the fact that we're here, I'm just like, whoa, I gotta like raise my goals now. And I guess it's kind of like you'll see in like the beginning of my next video, a little bit of talking about that a little bit. Yeah. We're streaming in 720. I don't know how to get to 1080p. Settings. Output. Nope. Stream. Honestly, if it's working, not gonna touch it. Willie Todd, thank you for the donation. What do you enjoy more, editing or filming? I really enjoy filming for other people. So I still work for Kelly, and like it's so fun. Like we just go on adventures, and every day is just like a new video, and like it's kind of like mutually beneficial because I love just like buying new gear and tools and stuff, and then like I get to almost like use him as a guinea pig to test it out, which is really fun. And yeah, it's like it's also like sharpening my tool, but I'm also helping him out, which is cool. But filming for myself is so hard sometimes, like especially if you're vlogging in public, super awkward. And you guys kind of see the final version of it, but if you saw like a raw uncut version of like a 2-minute talking head, it probably is like 45 minutes of me just like starting over. So that is something that I need to I don't know, I think just like more videos you get better and stuff like that. And then the editing, sometimes the edit can get a little long, especially like the tedious things where like masking out something is just like super tough sometimes, but it always comes together in the end. And editing is kind of tedious, but it's also kind of like where your story is told, and like where your personality, and there's a lot of voice in the edit, I feel like, where it's tough if you give it to somebody else. They might not know all like the little inclinations that you want to include. So I like both, I guess, but filming for other people is probably more fun. Yeah. I wish I could I have a mirror, let me show you. So for those wondering, my setup, I guess this is this is like the video, but I had an idea like what my vlogging setup is. But yes, I'm using the A7S3 right now. I don't know if you can see, if it's gonna focus. Oh wait, I could do this. Let's see. We got the A7S3, and we have, you know, the classic googly eyes up here, and this is the Sony 11mm 1.8. It's meant for an APS-C size sensor, but it's like super wide. Actually, I think I can make it wider. Boom. This is how I usually film for it with it. So this is let me see. I shoot in 4K, so then you kind of like retain as much detail as you can, and then you can just like crop in a little bit to get rid of these like vignette borders on the outside. But this way, it's like super wide. I think technically the APS-C thing is like, this is equivalent to like 16mm, but this is, I don't even know, like maybe 12 or something like that. And you get the benefit of autofocus, and it's a fraction of the price, because like if I bought the, I think they have like a 12 to 24 or even like a 14mm G Master lens. It's like 3 times the price. This lens is maybe like 500, 600 bucks maybe, which is still a lot, but in terms of just vlogging around, super small, autofocus works great, super wide. It's great. I love it a lot. I can't recommend it enough. Where's Shervin? Shervin went back home. He's from Los Angeles, so he will be back tomorrow. I'll write it. Which lens is this again? This is the Sony 11mm 1.8. Boom. Scott. Hey, anybody else in the content closet today? Tejas? Is that Tejas? That is. Oh, wait, where is he? Your boy Scott. You in?
Hey.
Congratulations on I didn't finish the video, but you left Google, so I'm assuming you're going full time. Oh, if you guys don't know, Scott is a awesome YouTuber, makes amazing 3D prints, all that stuff. Check it out. We got the Bamboo Labs A1 in the background over here. I'm supposed to be this is the first time I'm using the AMS, and I actually sent it a print, but it's not printing. Let's see what is going on here. But I'm trying out this thing. I don't know if you guys have any 3D printer knowledge, but we're trying to print this complex like trophy thing, and oh, it's still sending. Okay, it's sending right now. I saw a video where if you print in PLA, if you print the supports in PETG, they don't really stick together that well, so then the supports can pop off pretty easily. Let me know if that's the right thinking, because we printed it once and the supports and the model were in PLA both, and then like it just destroyed the model when you try to like take the supports off. Thanks, man. Haha, started full time 2 weeks ago. Let's go. Everybody congratulate Scott. That's awesome. More videos to come. Actually, I bought a slider. I was going to make a 3D printing video, but I never did. But I bought a slider because I love when in your videos, like, you see the print go, and then there's, like, no, I think it's, like, the time-lapse thing with the button. There's, like, no nozzle or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking too much. Has Shervin recovered from his drinking problem from the last stream? Yes, Shervin no longer has a drinking problem. He is full training mode. Actually, Tejas just hurt his ankle yesterday. My knee's kind of poopy, and Shervin's the only healthy one in the house right now, but that's kind of like what he does. So he's training for, we all signed up for High Rocks, New York. So if anybody is going to be there, we'll be there. And also he's doing marathons, running. Man's everywhere. What about the 17 to 70 dope for every day? 17 to 70 would be good if you have an APS-C sensor. I find that if you have an APS-C zoom, it still works, but it might get a little tedious when you zoom in and like, I feel like the vignette changes a little bit, so you have to like at least with this prime lens, it just like stays in the same spot. Oh, look at, it's printing. Oh, I cut it off. It's starting to print. Okay, let's see. Scott, that is true, yes, but PETGs can be painful to print with. I think Bamboo Labs makes special plastic for supports now, and even filament that dissolves in water. Whoa. I gotta check that out. Also, I don't have an enclosure, and I have the window cracked because like PETG is supposed to be like not good for you, but we're loading up on those VOCs tonight. Trackpad or mouse for editing. I used to be a die-hard mouse guy coming from a PC, and then Kelly and Luke convinced me to get a MacBook, and then I am now a trackpad editor. I'm sorry if that offends you. Will we get a full tutorial on DIY helmet? Alright, let's talk about the channel. So, briefly touched on it before, but past year has been great. Been doing like a lot of creative passion projects, but obviously not posting enough. So I had an idea.
Holy shit.
My AMS just died. 1 second.
Oh my god.
No!
What happened?
It's broken.
What broke?
The nozzle.
Oh no.
No, I think it's replaceable. Shoot, that's not good. That's gonna be a delay. Well, my bad, bro.
You're good, man. I hope your thing's good.
Yeah, who knew?
We saw that like fall in slow motion.
Dang, wow, that's crazy. Wow. Okay. Dang it. Okay, so the tube that feeds in all the filament spools just ripped out, which I want to say you could just buy a replacement. Let's see. That's not good.
Oh no, man.
It's okay. I think it's everything's replaceable with bamboo, I believe. How did that happen? That's actually crazy. I don't know. I think it might have got like caught and it just took a dive off the... Yo, somebody clip that. Can we do that? Clip that. Dang, that's crazy. Well, this ripped off. And basically the spool that all the four things go into just ripped. But I think we can fix it. We can fix anything. Dang, I was supposed to print Tejas something for tomorrow. Now I don't know if that's possible. Let me look up real quick. Bamboo Labs A1. I don't even know what that's called. Parts. Ah, $23. Bamboo Lab 3D printer A1 series AMS Lite 5-way component switch. Filament hub. My filament hub literally just yeeted out of the thingy. Dang it. That is crazy. What an L. That's okay though. I like Bamboo Lab printers because you can fix them. Is everything fine? It'll be okay. Colt, would you like to get free headshots done in New York? Been working with creators lately. Max Silverman. Honestly, I suck at posing, but could be nice. Could be nice. I appreciate it. Colt, what you up to? Well, I just witnessed my 3D printer AMS try to kill itself, but I think we're good. I think we're good. What are you printing? I'll keep it a secret because I think it's for Tejas' new series that he's coming up with. So, yeah. When's the next marathon? Honestly, my knees are like so bad. They're like an old man knees. So I gotta figure out I also don't work out that often. I have a gym membership that's like so expensive. So we just got to get our lives together, people. That's what we have to do. I have to get my life together. How much does the helmet weigh? It's a workout. I do feel like actually, I'll put it on. Where's that thing? I feel like an F1 driver doing some like neck workouts. But it goes on like this, and then there's a thing in the back that you can like cinch down, and boom. There's no camera on it right now, but we got the counterweight. You could take that off. So nice, bro. And this is all just like random parts that I picked together. You can do this, and then these go. We can flip those as well. Technically, these are slidable. You can pull them out like that. And then if you undo these, I'll do this. Oh, shoot. Yeah, if you undo those, you can go. Yeah, you want to hear that? Little, oh God, little, helmet rig ASMR. But yeah, this is crazy. This was such a, I can't say it's a waste of money because it is fun to just like try new things, and if you can afford to, just like go for it. And it's just fun to build things because you always learn. Like I learned what RE rosettes are, which are these things that allow you to like go like this. But yeah, I think this was maybe, shout out, I think this was $500 around, all the parts, because camera parts are just so expensive. But you can literally buy a professional grade, budget friendly, one by like Glide Gear on B&H for like $220 or something like that. So if you take that into account, for double the price, not worth it. But I just wanted to prove myself that I could do it, you know? And we did it, which is cool. Alex Tully, always in the chat. Thank you for being here. Daily vlogs. Oh man, daily vlogs. I've only tried daily vlogs one time in my life, and I think I made it like 4 days in high school, and then after that, you just, unless you have an editor, there's like no way you can't sleep. There's no way, unless maybe I'm just not good like that. Let me get some music going. Epidemic sound, some copyright free music. Get some jazz going maybe. Let's see, desktop audio. How's that sound? Too loud? Are we vibing with it? Oh wait, actually, it's going through my speakers. We vibing with this jazz? We like this jazz? Let me know if it's too loud, not too quiet. Shoot. How about here? We can't hear it now. Let's see. Do you still skateboard? I don't skateboard. Honestly, I got a city bike membership. Tad too quiet but close. Alright, just a little scotch. Just don't want to be too loud so you can't hear me. Yeah, I got a city bike membership, and I'd be like e-biking everywhere. Super fun. But skateboarding, yeah, I don't be skateboarding that often. I feel like in the winter it just like sucks to skateboard because it's just so cold, and then the ground is like salty, and then you're just gonna eat it. But city bikes are really fun, and I was never like really a skater. I'm like a poser. I like to cruise. I enjoy the craft, but I don't. I really suck at tricks. What about boosted boarding? I'll boosted board with Kelly for some shots, and then actually Shervin lent me his boosted board for my go-kart video, and then it died. Like the battery completely went kaput. So, oh my god, you just broke your hand skateboarding? Jeez, I'm sorry, Jad. That's not good. I wish you a speedy recovery. I wonder, did you have to get like surgery and stuff? Not good. Do you ever reminisce about your 6400 days building these rigs? Actually, I never had an A6400. I had an A6000, the OG A6000 line. And honestly, I was thinking the other day, the intro of my next video is a little bit talking about this, but in a way, I feel like I'm like blowing it a little bit. Obviously, it'll be fine, but yeah, I have all the creative friends I've ever wanted, everything going for me, all the gear I've always wanted. Like this A7S III, so expensive, and now I have it. You know, I've got it all. $500 on a stinking helmet just so I don't have to hold my camera. Like, what do I gotta complain about? Literally, I have all these like metal pieces that just stick other metal pieces together. It's fun, and I'm very grateful. But it's like funny. It's like once you have it all, it's like, how do you keep going? So I'm definitely motivated. I just I got to get out of my own way with perfectionism and stuff like that. But it is really cool to look back at, like, we've come so far, and like I have everything I've ever wanted. Now I just, like, if I buy gear, it's just like low-key irresponsible. I have everything. I don't need anything more. Do you recommend investing in a good MacBook to edit on? I do. I just upgraded to the M4 Max MacBook, super expensive. But I was editing off the M1 Max for the past 3 years, and that at the time was very expensive as well. I think it was like $3,000. But I mean, I didn't really even have to upgrade that, but it was like, it just worked out where my mom's computer died, so I gave that to her, and I was like, well, good excuse to get myself a laptop. But yeah, even if you guys get like a used M1 MacBook Pro, that thing is a beast. Super good. Super good. We got Jesse Leon. Other than perfectionism, what is your biggest roadblock? Other than perfectionism, so my biggest roadblock right now is I have these ideas and I want them to be perfect, and then I feel like I don't get anxiety, but filming gives, like, it's the first start. So it's like once you're in it, completely fine, but getting started, it's just like, where do you start? And that's the only thing that I get like sort of just like overwhelmed about. But something like, I just gotta, like, yeah, it's like, get out of your own way and just do it, you know? We have this it's over here, but there's a whiteboard where we write quotes on to look at in the living room, and the current quote on the board is like something like, if you had a documentary crew following you around. What do you say?
If someone followed you around for a week.
If somebody followed you around for a week, would they think that you're serious about your goals? And right now, I can't say they would be. Iron thing in my... Oh, Jad, I wish you a speedy recovery. Losing that hand mobility for a while is gonna not be the easiest, but you got it. Jesse, is this the Jesse I know? This is the Jesse. Jesse wants to say hi, Tejas. Jesse Leon.
What up, Jesse Leon?
Where is this guy? Boom. We got guest appearance Tejas in the background. Is my face in there? We got blurry Tejas in the background. Howdy gangster, are you coming to the Camp Film Fest? I am not. I really want to see all the films, and I'm sure everyone, it's gonna just like blow me away. But a little expensive, and I mean, like, I'm super lucky, but traveling a lot already. That on top of like not posting, I gotta just like get my life together. So I will not be attending the Creator Camp Film Festival, but really excited for the people that are posting. I got a lot of friends posting films there, which is like lit, and they're so creative and talented. Tristan says, what is the ultimate goal career-wise? More creative YouTube storytelling, or do you see yourself getting into more film-like productions? I don't really know. I feel like I haven't, maybe I mentioned it before, but it's kind of like I had these goals, and these goals weren't really supposed to be achievable, and I think my biggest goal was like getting the silver play button, but now that we have that, I'm like, dang, what is next, you know? So I have to kind of do some thinking of like what's the future, like the 5-year goals or whatever. But honestly, I've always just like enjoyed classic YouTube stories, and like I enjoy those. I just enjoy making videos, and it would be really cool to just like start a brand. Like I love building things physically, so I have some ideas of like what I could do to kind of I guess it'll start with like merchandise or something like that, but it would be cool to like the story of this. I love this thing. This right here, I just bought it. Boom, look at this quality. We got a stainless steel rod. This in filmmaking is called the Cardellini clamp, and for one, I love clamps. This thing is like a 6-inch Cardellini. It can like clamp to basically anything. But the story behind this is there's a guy named Steve Cardellini, and he was just like a random dude. I think he was like a key grip in Hollywood, which basically their job is to make rigs for shots and stuff like that, whether it be like mounting lights or mounting a rig for a camera to go on a car or something like that. They do it all. And this regular dude was taking a welding class in school and doing like grips and stuff like that, and then he figured like, oh, I think I have an idea of like what could be a better grip or clamp or whatever, and he literally just like invented this, made some prototypes in his welding class, and then sold these out of his garage with his wife for like so many years. And it's just like built on quality, and like just like a product not meant for the point of selling it, but the product is just like, it's just necessary, you know? So it'd be really cool to invent something like that. And then the Cardellini clamp has been in Hollywood like one of the, if not like the clamp for like grips and stuff like that. So I really just love that story, and I would love to do something like that. Quality. I don't want to sell things just to sell things. I want to sell things for a reason. You need a small rig collab? Yeah, that could be cool. Like I know I bought, there's a guy, I think like Matt Visuals, he made like this like 2-arm fixed angle thing, which is cool. And then like the potato jet tripod, that's a sick collab too. Oh, somebody donated. Good morning from Adelaide. Oh my god, where the heck is that? Adelaide. Australia. Wow. What's the time? Is that like literally 12 hours? Time difference. $14.5 hours. Jeez, you're on the other side of the world. Hello from Australia, or hello from New York. Hello to Australia. So cool. Is Gox quirky in real life as he is in his videos? Bro, Gox is like a dream come true. I was lucky enough to meet him over the summer, and like he's all the way in like Mexico City or whatever, so unless I go over there, the odds of me going or ever meeting him was pretty slim. So we were on like a trip together, and I was super excited to just like meet him, and he was everything I could have hoped for. Like the most humble, talented, friendliest guy ever. Just so kind. Yeah, I love Gox. I want to be his best friend, man. He's so cool. He is so cool. Maybe I gotta take a trip to Mexico City one day. Looking for an SSD, what would you recommend? All my SSDs are Samsung T7, T9s. Yeah, those are pretty good. And I would get if you can afford it, just get the 4 terabyte and buy once, cry once, versus running out of storage again. I recently saw you in one of Gary V's videos. How was that experience? Yeah, that was really funny. One of my neighbors actually works at VaynerMedia down the street. So then she invited Shervin and I to this, I guess it was like a Gary V talk or whatever. I don't know, but he basically, I don't watch him too closely. But yeah, he like came and gave this like talk to us, and it was crazy. Literally super scheduled. Some dude's like, all right, you got 15 minutes, and then he comes up, what are we talking about, basically gives a little spiel, and then pulls something out of his butt, and it's like super motivational and awesome. And yeah, like I was just standing next to him. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I think through my experience, like in the beginning, it's so cool meeting like creator friends and stuff like that, and like it's a little hard to not get overwhelmed and just like glaze them, I guess, but you have to just like be cool. And yeah, just like if you have like, I don't have anything to really provide to Gary where it like makes sense, so like I'm just like chilling, like, hey, what's up, blah blah blah. But yeah, what am I trying to say here? Like in the beginning of me being introduced to this world, I was like super excited, but the last thing you want to be labeled as is like fan behavior, in a way where it's just like everyone just wants to be comfortable, wants to be cool. So yeah, it's just like, hey, I respect your stuff, really cool stuff, blah blah blah. But yeah, just be chill. Jed Cal, here's the $1.99 I owe you. What did I get? That was $1.99. Can't remember. But hey, I appreciate it. Also, Jed's been killing it. Jed just got a job recently, and I think I'm really proud of you, man. I feel like you really found your like perfect balance for what you're doing, and I love that for you. And you're doing fire merch. He's got some fire merch, ruleofthirds.com. Shout out. Get some fire uploads and a fire 9 to 5. Have you been to B&H recently? Of course. What has captured your gear lust? Ooh, so recently, let me show you. Good question. Have I gone to B&H? Recently, I ran out of things to buy, so then I was like, oh, what's something new that I can buy? Hold on a second. Did I lose you guys? I think we're back. I recently got into timecode audio, so I bought Kriza bought me the PR2 pocket recorder by Deity for my birthday, and then I got a TC1 timecode box. So the benefit of this is that you can record 32-bit flow audio, and then it kind of like links everything together with timecode, which is cool. But it's not working for me for some reason. Like my PR2 is kind of losing connection to the app sometimes, which is really annoying. And then I have everything set up, I feel like, but when I go to link everything with timecode, there's like some drift. It's weird. Like the first clip is synced, and then any other cut where I'm like, cut the camera, record again, it's like a couple frames off, which is super frustrating. But I don't want to give up on it just yet. $11 p.m. Any tips for a first YouTube video? I feel like the YouTubers that I know, for the majority of it, you kind of just like make a video and it doesn't have to make any sense at all. It could just be a vlog, or it could just be a random tutorial or something. But the people that make it have been making videos for, or just like thinking about making videos for a really long time. Like same with me, I technically uploaded my first video 2017, and then it wasn't until maybe 2-3 years ago it started picking up. But it's like constant thought process of like trying things. But yeah, you just got to figure out. I think you should post what you want to see. So whether that be a vlog of a place that you want to go to or something like that, or a product review of something that you feel like you don't get already on the platform, then you should try that. Man, I gotta practice streaming. I feel like I'm like running out of breath. Ooh, DJI Pocket 3. I don't have one. I have the Action 5 Pro. I think I prefer a more responsive control to camera versus like the Pocket 3 can be a little bit floaty, but the image quality on the Pocket 3 is mwah, chef's kiss. Huge fan of nostalgic feel of your videos. I found you through Digital Spaghetti and I've been hooked. Thank you so much. Yeah, I really want to keep, I love the nostalgia stuff. Oh my god, this is what I want to show you guys. You better pay attention. So, there's this Chef Boyardee can up there that's been on the shelf for a long time. And actually, let me turn the music off. This is serious here. So I've had this idea for so long to basically recreate this commercial. I don't know if you guys saw it, but from the early 2000s, there was a Chef Boyardee can that rolled home following this girl that wanted to get it from the store, but her mom didn't want to get it for her. And I spent like 2 months trying to figure out how did they make the can roll, and I figured it out, which is crazy. And then it just sat on my shelf for so long. So in this next video, I want to finally get that going. Yes, we love commercial and lighting in your room. Oh yes, shout out Omar. Omar recently helped me to create a little lighting setup for his content, and I didn't know what to say. So then I employed Life of Riza, who is the cinematic god, and she made a little diagram. But yes, I'm gonna show you guys this magical can. Also, what happened to foot rig? I threw it out. 1 second. One second, I need one more thing. Bear with me. One second. I need the secret ingredient to make this whole thing work. Okay, 1 second, we're almost there. I can't show you guys, it's a secret. Okay. Man, you guys are in for a treat. This is the coolest thing ever. Okay, we gotta make room. We gotta make some room. We're gonna take this, put this over here, and right here we have my can. That, let me see, what is it called? I can control it with my phone. Here it goes. Okay, wait for it. So much scientific development went into this can. Maddie Hapoya, buckle your seatbelts, Maddie. I'm showing you this crazy thing I've recreated. All right. So we have here a Chef Boyardee can, right? Wait for it. I gotta connect my can to the phone. So if anybody has never seen it, It is a there's a commercial by Chef Boyardee back in the early 2000s that ran for so long where the can rolls home, and I want to recreate that for the longest time. Spent a lot of time figuring it out, and check this out. We got Chef Boyardee can. Holy moly. Guys, the can's moving by itself, or I guess I'm controlling it with my phone. Bro, look at that. No CGI. No CGI. That's just real robot stuff. And magic. How sick is that? So, I gotta... Oh my god, so cool. Oh, man. You're in for a treat. So, that's a video idea I've had for so long. So next video we're gonna do a little recreation of this ad. But yeah, so cool, so excited for that one. Put you back on here. Oh, if Maddie's still there, I had some so back in the early days when things started to work out, I asked Maddie, what advice would you give to me or any YouTuber that is starting out and had some recent success, and what would you recommend for them to do? And he always says, no bangers only. Don't do bangers only. And you know what I've been doing for the past 2 years? Bangers only. And now I just barely upload and stuff like that. So I'm trying to come back a little bit and get some more of like, we got some lower level, just hanging out with the community, whatever, filmmaking or things I just want to talk about. And then we'll still have like the passion project stuff. But yeah, a lot of problems are solved when you just upload videos. Who knew? And bangers only is just like, it is a unless you have a team, it is a one-way trip to kind of burning out. I'm not burned out though, but yeah, I just I do take my sweet time to make videos, which I wish, well, not wish, I'm making a change. Nothing changes if nothing changes. So yeah, I'm gonna open, I'll let you know, I'm gonna open a fictional camera shop called Colt's Camera Shop, and we're gonna talk about cameras, gears. I can make a video on how I built this thingy. Oh, Maddie, look at this. I made a custom camera helmet rig out of a mountain bike helmet and some stuff I found. Oh, I have this on. And some stuff I found on bnh.com. But boom, tighten it in the back, and we got POV camera rig. So yeah, that's the idea. We'll have a regular scheduled creative videos, vlog, stories about my life, and then yeah, we'll have some episodes of like Colt's Camera Shop, which will, I feel like I love cameras, and it's funny, I asked Maddie about this too, and he said don't make a second channel if it's gonna relate to things you already talk about, and like I already kind of talk about cameras on my channel. So yeah, I'm gonna, goodbye Maddie, and good luck with the kids. But yeah, I'm gonna do like a little segment called Colt's Camera Shop, and we're gonna talk about, yeah, like cameras, little tinkering projects, stuff like that. Oh, I could do behind the scenes of this can, you know, sprinkle some creativity, but not like dumping creativity. And I think that just, it'll be a way for me to practice more, get online, stuff like that. But yeah, have a good night, Maddie, by the way. Let's see, we had more questions on Instagram. Is the content closet coming to an end? That's sad. That's very sad. But eventually, all things have to come to an end. But I'm glad to say we've actually signed, we've been here for 2 years, and we've signed the lease for another 2 years. So don't worry, content closet will be here for a while. And yeah, by the time we move out, hopefully someone's getting married or something, you know. I want to get Carissa to New York. So I think that'll be the right time, because right now it's like a growing period for everybody still, and I think this is great. Still living with my homies, making videos, thinking about how to, you know, become bajillionaires and stuff like that. That'd be great. Preston Palmo, what's up? What up, Preston? How did you do the animations on the 3DS, specifically the COD pixel GIF? Had to dig for my 3DS after seeing that. Yes. So, let me get the 3DS. I'm glad you asked. I thought that was like, oh man, so cool, because I thought it was cool enough to already make the whole thing on the 3DS, but then I wanted to like insert, like I didn't want to draw like Call of Duty gameplay. So the 3DS actually has cameras, and then it was so sick because you can do like flip note with the camera, and then it's in the same like pixel art thing. So like everything is still in the pixel art realm, which is fantastic. Yeah, like for example, this is like a 3D model that I purchased and then animated just spinning in Blender, and then these are literally just like frame by frame pictures. Actually, I'll take a little picture for you guys. Let's see. So we'll hit the on flip note. This is a modded 3DS, by the way, so you can get flip note. So we'll hit the camera icon. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Flip it. Boom. And then just like this, you get like camera controls and stuff, and then you can take a picture, 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 and then if we play that back, boom, it's animation, right? And then we can like increase the speed. I think like 6 is pretty real time. Boom. And then if we get rid of that like white screen, boink, boom, and then we get like our little thingy. So cool, right? Have you ever got that look-alike Kelly Wakasa? Yeah, actually, people always think we're like brothers or something, and I think it's because honestly think it's because we have like a similar haircut. Yeah, because Kelly's got a middle part, and then I went and got a middle part as well. But it's funny. It's like I'm like his little brother or something like that. Colt Wakasa. Colt. Sony FX3 or A7S III? FX3 is fantastic. I want one. I have the Sony A7S III, and I love it. It's like one of those things, like, how do you describe it? It's one of those things in my life that has just never let me down, if you know what I mean. So then I have this bond with it. Like this camera has built my whole career. I've had it for like 4 years now. Doesn't trip a beat. Like, it's so good. Kelly also has the A7S III. We've dropped it so many times. Have it through like he had a video where he did a triathlon, pouring rain, like completely soaked, and the thing's still working. I love the A7S III. Are you shooting this on the A7S III? Yes, this is shot. Let me bring back the mirror. Boom. This is shot on the A7S III. I love this thing, and I feel like nowadays you can get it on sale probably. Like B&H always has some sales for it. Yeah, I love it a lot, and the main thing I like it for is the FX3 is kind of like a two-hander. You need to flip the power button on the left, and then you can start going, and then you kind of need like a bigger screen. But this, I actually really enjoy having a EVF on like really sunny days, and also tracking. It makes it really easy to put your eye up to the viewfinder and keep it locked in. But the main thing is, I can't really show you, but the power button is like already on the grip. So like I'll quickly be like, oh shoot, there's something happening that I need to get, usually for Kelly, and it's like, oh, flick, it's already on, record. Like, it's so flick, record. It's so it's just set up for guerrilla filmmaking, versus FX3 you have to use the other hand to flip it on, record. But yeah, can you vlog on a 24-70? If you have long arms, you can, but I'd say 24-70 is really good for tripod shots. Yeah, you might need a tripod for it, but you can't go wrong for 24-70. It's super good, especially if you have one lens. It's a great lens. Is F4 bad? F4 isn't bad. A lot of people, they'll like sell things short and be like, it's F4, I'm not gonna get it. But F4 is pretty good. I do envy in filmmaking where like you can have a fantastic composition at like F whatever 8, F 5.6, and it's beautiful. Where I feel like faster aperture is a little bit of a crush to make things look professional. But really it's just like the 1.4 blurry background doesn't make it, is not what makes it professional. It's maybe that like sought after professional look. But F4 is not terrible. You just might run into some issues in low light. That's it. Shua. I just met Shua at this little Adobe retreat thing, which is cool. Oh guys, we worked with Adobe. How cool is that? Full circle moment. But yeah, I met Shua there. What up, Shua? Shua got some crazy dance moves. You would have never thought. He'd be laying it down on the dance floor. Using an A7S2 readout speed, terrible readout speed in 8-bit does the job. Well, actually Kariza, Life of Riza, all of her videos before she blew up was filmed on the A7S2. And they were fantastic. So if you can deal with the newer gear, buys convenience, you know? But if you can deal with little quirks of like older technology, then you can still get some fantastic images. You vlog on the 50mm? You're funny, man. Or woman. TMO? Maybe man? What are some unproductive things you enjoy? I love tinkering. Like building the helmet was really fun. Yeah, I just love just like building things and thinking things, and that's why I like Legos, because it's just like you're kind of like tinkering around and making something super cool. Would you ever do a game playthrough on your live streams? I could. Do you guys like these live streams? I could do more of them. I just feel bad if I'm not uploading videos and then I'm just like hopping on live like, hey guys, I didn't make a video. But I also want to keep you guys like in the loop of things. Yeah, but I like games. Omar likes games too. We could play games, but yeah, we did that one little Minecraft stream, and actually it was pretty fun, and I really liked the house we built. How do you juggle your backlog of content and tell a story from all of it? Honestly, I have a huge library of ideas that I've just been waiting on. For example, the can that you guys saw, that video's been an idea for like a year and a half, you know? So then you just finally get around to it, but you have to be careful, because I heard something like ideas aren't yours. They're kind of just like waiting for the person to get, or what am I trying to say? It's like, here's an idea, and you can either execute on it, or it'll find like another person that'll execute on it. The legend Gox is in the chat. I don't know if you were here earlier, but I was just hyping you up, saying I want to be your best friend and visit you in Mexico City and all that stuff. Gox is making a film at the Creator Camp Festival, so if you guys are going out there, I have my money. Yours is going to be the best, just saying. What mic are you using, and is it better than a Yeti mic? This is This is called a Rode NT1 5th generation. The cool thing about this is it is an XLR mic, so we can plug it into an audio interface and we can do stuff like lower the gain, or we can increase the gain. Sorry, that was too loud. But the cool thing about this is it has a USB-C port, and you can record 32-bit audio. But a Blue Yeti sounds pretty good if you're close to it too. When's the next marathon? Oh man, I feel like it's a once in a lifetime. Emphasis on once in a lifetime. But I would love to do like a New York City marathon would be a pretty good goal to get to. Yeah, but my knees are just, I got old man knees, man. I can't seem to keep them together. Does anybody know what 32-bit audio is? Well, looks like you came to the right place. Basically, how would I describe this? Think of, for example, 24-bit audio as being in a really large basketball court and the ceiling is yay high. And you have the ability to huck the ball as hard as you can and it'll touch the ceiling, which is not what you want. But if you kind of like toss the ball up and down, like you won't hit the ceiling and it'll be good. But if you really, if you really huck it, you'll hit the ceiling and the ball will bounce off the ceiling. Well, 32-bit float basically raises that ceiling of the audio that it can capture. So even if you huck the ball as hard as you can, technically speaking, you'll never hit that ceiling and your audio will never peak. Technically though, if something is loud enough, like it's not an infinite ceiling, but usually you can't really peak 32-bit float audio. So it's Chelsea Piers is like 16-bit audio. We want to see a contact or collab for both together. Colt X Gox. That would be cool. That would be so cool. I gotta take a trip out to Mexico City, visit my boy. If you can move to any other camera brand, what would it be? I love Sony. Sony has been so good to me. I love them so much. Fujifilm makes some cool stuff. I like DJI as well. I wonder if Hasselblad ever made like a video camera, what that would look like. But yeah, those are pretty good. I like those brands. What up, Taha? Please guide me advice on building a creative studio, creative space in a tiny bedroom. Ooh, okay. Another one that I'm thinking of is so let me flip you guys around here. So we have my bed right over here, right? So first of all, Kariza hates this go-kart because when she comes in and stays with me, she fears that it's gonna flop down and crush her, which it doesn't, because I sleep on this side, so it'll crush me. But it's been hanging up there for the longest time, hasn't fallen because of your boy's engineering. But this is kind of my setup. Like, basically half of my room is cut off by my bed. So I, in a future video, want to loft my bed. Let me turn this to manual real quick. Alright. I want to loft my bed. And basically, I'm going to cut this part off of it so that it fits this way. And then I was going to loft my bed. And then I get like all of this space back. And then I get all that under space for the most part back. That's like that's a bigger project similar to the go-kart project. That's going to be a bigger project. But I think it'll be fun. Life of Riza, petition to get rid of that go-kart. No. It's staying. But if I loft it, it's gonna go. How much SSD storage do you have in total? I have probably 5 SSDs, each of them being like 4 terabytes. Some are full, some are not. And then Shervin is kind of like indefinitely let me borrow this like 40 terabyte like just like huge hard drive. For you guys to know, if you're doing short-term data, SSDs. If you're doing long-term storage, hard drives. Because SSDs, if they fail, are digital and they're kaput, but a hard drive, it's like a physical disk that you can most likely save. Which wireless mic can you suggest? Honestly, the Rode Wireless Pros are really good, and the DJI Mic 2 is really good. Everything is like so good nowadays, honestly. So whatever is in your budget. Would you ever come to New Zealand? I think we gotta make more videos, make some of that more YouTube money, but yeah, I would love to go to New Zealand. That is like literally the furthest point from me, I feel like, though. Like it'll take like 30 hours just to get there. But that could be cool. That could be really cool. Loverly Butter. Thank you for coming to the stream. Taha, I got that Pinterest board for you. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, Life of Riza. She is a Pinterest fanatic. She's on there every day. Give away the cart. I was thinking about doing like a content closet garage sale. A little like meetup / you guys can like take some of the extra stuff that we have. Because we are running out of space. Will the project require galvanized steel? Originally, the lofted bed was going to be made out of scaffolding pipes, which would have been cool. But I think I've decided to make it out of wood. Wood and metal, yeah. You'll see. It'll be cool. It's not your regular loft. It's cooler than that. The girl got a point. That go-kart's not falling, I swear, guys. I tested it. Oh, dang, would you recommend SSD then back up to the hard drive? I'd say, I mean, all my stuff is on SSDs, and then I've slowly been backing up to the hard drive. But SSD is good for, like, maybe your 4 recent projects or anything you're editing off of because they're faster. But if you're doing long-term storage, technically, SSDs, like, if you drop them and you break them, like, it's just a circuit board. So if the circuit board goes, it's really tough to get the memory back versus a hard drive. There's an internal like CD that's spinning in there, and odds that breaks is less likely, I feel like. And if your hard drive breaks, like it's easier to just like take that CD out and transfer it to something else, and your data is safe. When you say the word yeah, do you think it sounds unique? When you say the word yeah, do you think it sounds unique? Yeah? I don't know. I don't know what that means. But also one of my hard drives died yesterday. That's not good. But I think your data will be okay if you go to like a repair thingy, my bobber. Hypothetical scenario. You have a budget of $12.50 and need to buy all the necessary things for first filming setup again. What are you buying? Shoot. Honestly, I would just like save up for a nicer camera, I guess. But if you go the APS-C route, I feel like you can get away pretty well. Like you can get started with you can get started with like a point and shoot, like a ZVE or a ZV-1 Mark II. That'll get you started. Or Osmo Pocket 3. There you go. That'll be good. Osmo Pocket 3 and like a mic setup would be good if you have that budget. But at that budget, I would maybe recommend getting like a microphone for better audio, like a wireless microphone, and just using your phone for video. Yeah, that's what I think. Hi, Goat. Hello, Goat. Takes one to know one. What are your tips for saving up for gear? Honestly, everyone's got to make money somehow. So however you can find a way to make money, and then you got to figure out what your priorities are. So for me, I haven't had like a lot of money. I still don't have a lot of money, but like I feel like I've gotten more adult money after doing like YouTube working out and stuff like that. So for me, it's like my priority is I won't spend money on like a fancy dinner or clothes, but I will spend money on new camera gear or something like that. So like everything that I've purchased has been the culmination of like 3 or 4 years of saving up money. Yeah, it takes some time. So don't feel bad if you can't like there's so much things you can buy, but it just takes time. Look at that, it's like there's a tiger over there. There's a tiger. Is it like a physical hard drive that stays in place, not the rugged kind that you can bring around? How big is it? Recovered all the files in hard. Oh my god, yes, I recovered the files in my hard drive. Nice. Yeah, SSDs are like, where is it? SSDs are like these, like I have it in a waterproof Pelican case just in case. But they're these like little guys here. And then like this will be like a hard drive. So way bigger, slower, faster, smaller, technically more reliable. But I've actually never had, knock on wood, I haven't had anything fail on me. So just try to be careful with your stuff. What's on you and Kariza's wish list? Ah, man, Omar with the fantastic questions. Kariza, Life of Riza, and I are coming up on our 2-year anniversary. So she's really wanted to go to like a log cabin and just kind of rot in the woods. And maybe I'll bring like a fishing line and I can teach her how to fish, because I don't think she's ever been fishing or anything like that. But yeah, I think for us, we're going to go to a little log cabin. Yeah, that'd be fun. That will be fun. And then we can have a meetup on our anniversary, so then everybody's going to be around, and there's going to be so much love, and then she's going to be like, Colt, man, you shouldn't have, wow, this special moment now has all these people here. And I'll be like, of course, girl, I know you so well. You had the opportunity to have 3 sponsors for the rest of your life, 1 for clothing, food, and work. What would you be? Uniqlo, Chipotle, and for work. For work. Adobe's pretty cool, honestly. I use Adobe all the time. Those would be my 3. Also, how's this this audio sound? I feel like it's like super deep and professional. Raw. Let's celebrate their first super on a live stream. Tech Rabbit Hole with the $5. Thank you so much. You guys don't have to donate, but I appreciate it. No message either. Tech Rabbit Hole. What did he say? He didn't say anything. Well, thank you. TRH, I appreciate you. Man, everybody's liking the SSD stuff. SSD over Armor ATD. I would go with like a fat hard drive to start, maybe. And then if you can afford like a SSD, because they're a little bit more pricier, then you can go to them and then use your hard drive for storage and your SSD for like temporary editing and stuff like that. If you're on a budget, can't recommend the ZV-E10 enough. So compact, APS lenses, never feel like a hassle carrying around. It's a good option too. I don't know how much the ZV-E10 is. Let's see. Let's get some jazz back in here. Bonk. Boink. Got some jazz. ZV-E10. It's like SpongeBob music. Oh, ZV-E10 is $800. Honestly, that paired with a nice lens, that's a good combo. Nice job, Jim. It's a good combo. Audio is crisp. Nice. Have you ever impulsively bought some gear? Oh, of course. Everything I buy is impulsive. This helmet. This was impulsive. I don't need this, but I just wanted to. I have something called an OP1 that literally just sits in a box. I wanted to make music for my videos and kind of, oh, there it is. Yeah, the Teenage Engineering OP1 Field. I literally bought it because I wanted it for so long, but it's just like, I don't know, it never stuck with me. So then it just sits there. It's such a waste of money because it's such a beautiful piece of equipment and an amazing gear, but it just sits there. So sad. Talk about that weird Danny Gewirtz email you got. I have no idea. Some random person put like a huge email thread together with like YouTubers saying something. I can't remember, like Danny did them wrong or something. But see, that's what I was talking about before. Like, you have to be chill. Like, I want to see the whole thing stem from Danny not responding to him or something. But just chill out. You're a stranger. I don't know you. You know? And then they did this whole thing and, like, trolled him and then did a whole email list or whatever. But that's just weird. You gotta be chill. And you can't force friends, by the way. People come to you if they're meant for you. How should I connect with YouTubers and creators if I want to work with them? If you want to work with them, the easiest way to connect with somebody, especially if you want to work for them, is letting your work do the talking. For me, all of the work that I did when I was doing freelance came from word of mouth. So I kind of like got the chance to work with people, or I had my own like portfolio, and then people can see that and like judge if that's the stuff they're going for. And also, if you're just like easy to work with, then that's like the easiest way to like work with people. But yeah, a lot of people reach out with no experience, having not made anything, but that doesn't mean you can't have a portfolio. Like, if you have no work, you can make things yourself. So definitely work on your own stuff as well, and that'll do the talking. Have you watched the new Severance finale? Not yet. Do not spoil it. Cariz and I started Severance like 4 days ago. We no-lifed the first season in 2 days, and then we're halfway through the second season. We're gonna actually, after this live stream, gonna hop on FaceTime and watch Severance 2. But yeah, really, really enjoying it. Shoot, they all die at the end. Don't say that. Don't say that. I've been watching you for years, man. I love the suitcase go-kart video. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I really am lucky to have you guys. Like, nothing is a given in the world, and the fact that you're taking your time wherever you're at in the world, 83 of you watching me just talk about nothing, I appreciate that. It's like so cool. The homies, just chilling with the homies, like the title says. And yeah, if you guys want more live streams, I could do that. I know my friend Ben of the Week, I think he does like weekly live streams, which is kind of nice. Just like yo, what's up, guys? This is what we're working on. This is what you can expect. Why'd you return the Teenage Engineering CM15 portable condenser microphone? I really liked the CM15. What I wanted it for was a portable solution that I could just plug in through USB-C. The only problem is I felt like the gain was too low, and the only way to get clean audio would be by plugging it into a audio interface, which is my setup now. But at that point, for the price point, the CM15 is like, it's already like $1,200. So then I just wanted it to just be like, okay, I spent $1,200 and then that's it, you know? But I figured like, even if I bought a cloud lifter, there's just like more money. So then I just went with this. So this is the Rode NT 1 5th generation. And then I have something called a Volt 1 audio interface. And for like I want to save like $500, like more than less than half the price of the CM15 alone. You get a lot more bang for your buck. So that's why I returned it. But if I had all the money in the world, I'd get a CM15 again. Do you negotiate brand deals or do you have a manager? I do it all myself. Yeah. I do it all myself. I don't think I'm ready for a manager just yet. I need to focus on the fundamentals, like posting videos, and once I feel like I have a good cadence, then I might reach out again to entertaining management. And also, like, all my deals that I've gotten have just been inbound for the most part. And yeah, it's not like I'm getting crazy emails that I can't like uphold it. So if I was getting all these offers, that'd be cool, but until that happens, then I'll probably keep doing it myself. And is it awkward negotiating? I don't think it's awkward, but the only thing is, like, there is that time of like, hey, are you interested? Yes, I'm interested. Okay, sign this, sign that, whatever, and then it comes down to like the price. And I would say just don't be afraid to say no. I say no way more than I say yes. And I guess, like, for any of you guys out there, if you're doing content creation and stuff, your personal brand is very important. And every time you take on a brand deal, it's like a not a gamble, but it's like, will this vibe and help my audience, or is this like obviously kind of like a sellout kind of thing, you know? And I mean, obviously you got to pay the bill sometimes, but I really try to only say yes to a brand deal that either you get value out of, like if it's a actually good product or whatever, or if I have like a really creative idea that I could do with it, like Raid Shadow Legends. Yeah, like Raid Shadow Legends is like kind of like a memeable brand deal in the YouTube space, but I mean, if they had a massive budget, I feel like I could figure out some creative way to make it work. But yeah, like if I was only taking on brand deals that didn't really match the videos and audience that I have, you got to be careful. So I do say, I say no a lot of times. And yeah, also you're going to put in a lot of effort. You're putting in your time, your gear, and then I buy a lot of props for my brand deals, because I'll have like an idea and be like, ooh, this would be perfect. I can now afford to get this, and then that'll make the brand deal even better. So you got to factor all that in, and then honestly it comes down to like, what are you comfortable doing it for? And I'm lucky to have like a really awesome friend group where they're all kind of in the same space, so I can kind of like get a feel of like, what should I kind of be charging, and then we go from there. So yeah. Gox is godly brand deals. Gox is just a god, honestly. Anything he touches is perfect. So good. How do you check if a brand deal is a scam or a real, or if it's real? I guess that does happen too. I guess it goes back to like the friends, like, hey, have you worked with this agency before? And be like, oh yes, they've been fine, or don't work with them, blah blah blah. Or if like the email, it says like at the company, like for example at YouTube versus like at u.tub3, you know, like that's more sketchy, I feel like. But I guess you never know. Why do you think Suitcase Fit was a 10 out of 10? Maybe packaging, thumbnail. I could probably update the thumbnail. I gotta do that eventually. And also, I've never made a go-kart video, so maybe it's just like, maybe you guys aren't interested in it. But that's okay. As long as I don't go broke, it's really fun to just like take a chance on a video. And I mean, that was an expensive video to take a chance on, but yeah, if it as long as you don't go broke, then it's okay to kind of like experiment on things. Do you video creators trade YouTube scripts and videos the way writers trade essays and feedback? Not often. I guess you can like ask. Like I think there are communities out there where like their friends are sharing things around. I think if anything, maybe thumbnails the most of like, hey, what do you think of this thumbnail? How can I improve it? But honestly, maybe I have to care more, but I don't, I feel like I don't care enough where it's like, well, I'm pretty set in what I'm doing and like the video's pretty much already made. So, if I ask for feedback, it would probably be like, like minimally taken, or the biggest thing would be like thumbnail stuff. Yeah. But I just send it, hope for the best. Edward Castro, your story inspired me to start working for YouTubers, and now that I have for a while, it seems like coming back to my own content could be the best move for the future. So sick, Edward. I'm glad that's working out for you. Let me check out your channel. Oh, no videos. Not yet. Not yet. But that's cool. Honestly, I think this, a lot of people kind of like want a cold turkey and like just chase after the dreams, grind, which is cool, but being broke is not cool. And I feel like people kind of sleep on having like a regular job. Like for me, my regular job would be for working with Kelly, and then that kind of just like affords me to have this life in New York City, to where I can then now focus on my YouTube channel to like make additional stuff. And same with like I don't know how long you guys have been in here, but we were talking about my friend Jed Cal, and he has a 9-to-5 now coding, and that's fantastic because you have the structure, you have secure income, and then you can take that income and then take YouTube and kind of like fund YouTube, and that can be your hobby that you spend your money on, versus if you start from the get-go and YouTube is what you depend on your income on, kind of like screws up the fun a little bit, you know. Thoughts on Jimmy poaching Mac from Iraq? It's a dog-eat-dog world out here, but I'm sure, I mean, poaching is one thing, but I don't know. I feel like it's rarely where people are stolen, versus like, I'm sure Mac wanted a new challenge, and it was probably just a good move for him. I think obviously it's been going well, because I think he went from YouTube editor to kind of like directing an Amazon show, which is, it's a great opportunity. It's hard to put that down, you know. Thoughts on Spotter, Jelly Smack, Creative Juice? I've never used any of them, so I can't really say. I know something. I want to say like Spotter is known for like purchasing a catalog or whatever, and I feel like I've heard of people doing it, and like I think it's legit. Yeah, but just be careful of sus contracts out there. I'd stay away from perpetuity. No one needs perpetuity. What are you doing for forever? It's kind of scary. Period of learning, period of earning. It's a good quote. That is a good quote. Could you explain aperture as if to a 5-year-old? So the main thing with aperture is figuring out like what the numbers do, and you just want to remember like a lower number like f1.4 is considered a fast aperture, and that means all like your lens has the biggest hole and it lets in the most light. You can get a flashlight out here. So let's look at this. You have the sun, right, or a light source. It's super bright. You have your high aperture, it's letting in all the light to the sensor, and your image is super bright. If you wanna darken your image, you decrease your aperture, letting in less and less light, and then it helps like expose your stuff. So like f16 will be a really small hole versus f2.8 will be a bigger hole. But if you decrease your aperture number, your image is gonna get darker. You know, if that makes sense. And then I guess like bokeh. I don't know how to explain bokeh, but there's a video on my YouTube if you want to learn how to use a camera. It's called The Beginner's Guide to Using Camera or something like that. The grind is not glamorous. It could be fun. Grinding's good. I want to grind. I need to get hungrier. But the grind doesn't have to be like torture, you know, and that's why having like another way of making money helps out a lot. Jim, go get that video edited. Good luck. Good luck. I feel like video editing is a thankless job. Takes a lot of effort. So shout out Jim. JC, thank you for the kind words. Does aperture have more to do with blurriness? There's that as well. Yeah, how do you explain that? Like, basically, like, when you have a lower number, a faster aperture, you get more light in, right? But the plane of focus, so like, if you're looking at me, the plane of focus is like this, where you can't really see it. But if you turn, the plane of focus is like this. So f1.4 is going to be super narrow. So then like my eye will be in focus, but my nose will not be in focus. But then if you increase your aperture, your plane of focus increases. So then if like my eye's in focus, but I have a high aperture, there's like my plane in focus is getting bigger. The depth of field. Yes, the depth of field. What are some of your hobbies outside of content creation? Nothing. All I think about is videos all day, every day, which I love. It's just what I do. I love cameras. I like audio. I like building things. And I don't do much. Yeah, I just kind of like, everything's kind of video centric. Do I need hobbies? I don't know. I'm pretty content. I do like my stuff. I like my cameras and stuff. Building things. Got a 3D printer that, if you guys were here in the earlier part of this stream, literally broke because my AMS dived off the thingy over there. So unfortunate. We're gonna have to fix that now. Oh, let's see. Edward, aperture has give and take. Give more light, give more background blurriness. Ooh, take away exposure and need to also take away the blurriness. Clean and simple. Good job, Edward. It's better than I did. How often do you stream? Is it usually a just chatting vibe? No idea you streamed. Honestly, I don't stream that often. Dang, this jazz is going crazy. Let's change it up. Let's go funk. Streaming's fun. I just use it as a way to kind of like talk to you guys when I'm not uploading something, just so you're not in the dark. But if you want some more streams, let me know. We could do them. And if you don't like the just chatting, we can like play games or something. I love playing video games. Can you talk about the parfocal lens and how you adapted it to your Sony? Fortnite lobby. Fortnite lobby. If you're talking about my zoom lens, let me see. I went on the similar to the helmet. I went on this journey of figuring out how to take this old TV lens that has a servo motor in it and adapting it to the Sony camera. It's super cool. You basically like hook another cable up to this cable and then to a battery, and then you can like use the zoom function like a camcorder, and this thing goes like crazy zooms, which is super cool. And then I have this, just like, I bought it off of eBay, but it's a B4 to NEX adapter for your Sony, which allows it to connect to an E-mount. And then also, if you're looking for these are called B4 TV zoom lenses. They're gonna have a lot of vignette because these are made for really, really tiny sensors. But you need to have one that has a 2x extender or more. So basically, there's a mechanical thing in here that is doubling the magnification. Otherwise, like, it'll just be like a small image circle because it's not big enough to cover the sensor. But yeah, Colt's Camera Shop. I can make a video on my zoom lens if you want. You should upload more. I know. What's the model number? This is the Fujinon A20 XB. I'm just gonna type it. That's some crazy lingo. Oops, my bad. If you guys want the zoom lens, I'm gonna type it. Fujinon. Oh god, why am my keyboard's lagging? Let me gotta bring it out here. Fujinon A20 X8 BDEB M. My keyboard's acting up. It's an 8mm to 160mm. Yeah. That's the light, right? No way it's bright. Yeah. I got my lights on. Where's the Minecraft torch? It's right up there. It's in the background right up there. On eBay I think I paid $300 for this lens. On camera recordings, do you recommend 4K 30 or 1080 60? I record in 4K 24. That's what I do. 24p. 24 frames per second. I'm a 24 guy, not a 30 guy. The name of the lens like a Wi-Fi password? No, for real. Crazy. But it's a sick lens, super sick. Maybe I could show you. Let me see. So for this lens, I went on a journey on trying to find this, but you need something called a Hiroshi cable. And I needed specifically for this lens, you got to check when you buy it what this is, but I think mine is a 12-pin Hiroshi cable. So you need a 12-pin, this is a female to a 12-pin male. So you connect that together, and then this goes to what is called a D-tap connector. And then this is Shervin's small rig V-mount battery. But if you open it here, nope. If you open it here, it has a D-tap port. So then we connect it together like that. So now this is battery powered. So let's see. Oh, actually, this is gonna be cool. I think I can put it on this one. So we take this off. Close your eyes. You're gonna get flashbanged real quick. Bang. Oh god. Oh god. Too long. Too long. 1 second. Oh god, my tripod's in the way. tripod's in the way. If we rotate this, put this here, and then screw onto this. Oh god, almost dropped it. Almost dropped you guys. Okay, let's see. Let's balance this thing. This lens is a heavy lens. Alright, so if we increase our aperture, then we'll get some image. There we go. And then boom. Oh. Let's see. Can we focus this close? Maybe not. But we can increase our ISO. Is that in focus? Can't tell. But yeah, this is the zoom lens. As you can see, it's pretty soft. But the cool thing is that there's a servo motor, and this is parfocal. So what we'll do is we can focus on something in the background. Let's focus on this Pokeball over here, right? So we're focusing on that Pokeball. Let's see. Okay. So we're focused on the Pokeball. Oh, sorry. I think my stream is zoomed in a weird bit. Let's see. Boom. Boom. All right, we're focused on the Pokeball. And if we hold down on the servo motor, check this out. Boom. Zoom into the Pokeball. Hold on. I gotta. Boom. It's like a camcorder. And you get that like crash zoom, ultra zoom effect, which is so cool. But it's super shaky. That's the only problem. You gotta like be on a really good tripod. And then if you take off the battery and you do manual, you can do like these crash zooms. Bam, bam. Quentin Tarantino. Bam, bam, bam. And then you can control the zoom speed as well. If you want like fast, you can go like pretty slow. Really slow, just like long, infinite zoom, or you go really fast. Yeah, super cool lens. This was another thing where like I spent so long trying to figure this out. I actually bought a lens, and then look at this. Is if you don't have, oh, is the doubler engaged? Boom. Oh, this is if you have no doubler. So like you can see it's like really just like not meant for this size sensor, you know. Kind of a interesting look though. But then if you engage the doubler, it covers a little bit more. And then for the A7S3, if you do the Super 35, boom, you kind of get a full image, but you still get the vignette. Kind of crazy. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Flashbang one more time. 1 second. All right, cover your eyes in 3, 2, 1, bang. Are we back? You guys blind? You guys okay? You guys okay? Boom. Boom. But yeah, it's a cool lens. I spent like so long trying to figure it out, but we figured it out. Zoomy lens. Dylan in the chat. What up, Dylan? Guys, if you want to take notes, one of the biggest YouTubers is in the chat right now, Dylan Anderson. He's like top 50 YouTube channels in the world, I think, something like that. And I got him into filmmaking. He bought an A7C II. We actually went to Japan together, and he fell in love with cameras. Sony 18-105 PZ does something similar. It's similar, but it's not a mechanical zoom. so it's kind of like laggy. Yeah, actually, I used to have that lens and then I broke it. I filmed a welding thing and sparks flew into the lens. Thanks for watching the Digital Spaghetti episode. I've really never done podcasts before. That's like my second podcast or something. I feel like I could have been a little bit more live, like we are on this live stream right now. But super fun. Jack is like so good at interviewing, and it's just like a really good time. And I enjoy just talking about the craft and all the little details that go into the videos. The best and worst aspects of living in New York City. New York City, worst thing about New York City is everything is so expensive. I think every meal, like a cheap meal is like $15, which is like, bro, what the heck? That's so expensive. So that's the worst part. Like, it is expensive living here. But the best part is the people, like, and the layout. Like, you can just bike to anyone you want. You don't need a car. You can take the subway, you can take a bike, you could walk if you wanted. Like, nobody's more than walking sometimes to other boroughs is pretty far, but you could walk if you wanted to. It's great. There's people coming in and out all the time. It's fantastic. I love this place. I'm probably gonna be here for quite some time. Yep. Going to Japan in a few weeks. Any good gear that can be picked up for cheap? Honestly, Japan was a little bit more expensive than I thought. Everybody's talking about like a discount, but it seemed pretty like what you would pay. But I bought Kriza a Contax T2 film camera out there, and that wasn't cheap either. Loic, brother, thank you for the $10. You guys don't need to donate. I really appreciate that. Actually, I did a interview. Loic bought me Chipotle, and we did a little interview. Oh, if you check out his channel, I think his last, no, if you look a year ago, he made a video with me, 2 videos with me. So go check him out. Thank you for the 10, Loic. Appreciate it. Contact C2, I know, bro. Or Becky, I don't think you're a bro. Oh, you are a female. I'm sorry. But I can call you bro, I guess, too. But Contact T2, holy, that was expensive. But in the name of love, right? In the name of love, brothers. Chipotle X Cold partnership loading. That'd be good. That'd be really good. Okay, guys, I've been on for almost 2 hours now. Really appreciate you being here. Ask any last minute questions, because I do need to watch Severance season 2 with my girlfriend. So yeah, any last minute questions you want. I really appreciate you guys hanging out here. And yeah, if you want me to do more live streams, we can arrange that, because these are kind of fun. Ask Crazy where the soccer field and the banner is. I'll ask. I have no idea though. Thank you, R, for being here. Thank you, Becky. Thank you, bro. Enjoying Severance finale with Kriza. I don't know if we'll make it to the finale tonight, because we stayed up way too late watching others, or watching like till how far we are. Small camera, small YouTuber. Yeah, check out the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 or the ZVE 10 if you want like a more camera. That's pretty good. What Ricoh? I have the Ricoh GR3. Fantastic camera. I love bringing it out, and then you put a little flash on it. It's really cool for like nighttime stuff. Your quality's coming out bad for exporting. I would check out maybe doing exporting. Oh, for all of you guys, you should always upscale your footage. So like if you film in 1080, you should export in 4K, because then YouTube compresses it less. But you can maybe try there's like in Premiere, there's like a preset, like a YouTube 4K preset. How'd you get over the first hump of making videos yourself? You just gotta make videos. Honestly, it's super nerve-wracking all the time. It's still nerve-wracking, but you just gotta look at yourself and who do you want to be? Do you want to be somebody that's scared to try, or do you want to be somebody that is a doer? And I want to be a doer. Love the content. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thoughts on working 9 to 5 for better gear? We talked about it a little bit, but yeah, like, don't sleep on a 9 to 5. Like, if anything, if it gives you the freedom to kind of like fund buying cameras and stuff like that, and I think it's nice. And then if you want to take it more seriously and you're making money from content creation, then you can make that jump. You only live once, so if you can afford to try it, then I'd go for it. And honestly, there's always going to be 9 to 5, so especially if you're young, I would try going out and chasing them dreams, you know? Camera A7S3. That is what I do everything on. A7S3. Tinfoil hat theory. I'm not sure what that is. Colt is Spider-Man. Why else would the window be labeled as an exit? Shh. Shh. Don't tell anybody. Thoughts on ZVE1? Been using it a lot for professional work. What's up, Neil? Neil visited us when Tejas did like a meetup one time. Been a beast except for overheating. ZVE1 is fantastic camera. I think the smaller body might cause it to overheat, but there should be a setting that you can like do like a higher temperature threshold. Maybe look into doing that. Because it's pretty similar to the A7S3, and that hasn't overheated on me unless I'm doing a lot of 4K 120. Yeah, your Audi's a doer. I want my Indy to be a doer too. How do you upscale from 4K to 8K? I don't know if anybody needs 8K. For Premiere, I usually just do like my timeline will be edited in 4K, so then when I export, I click this button called like match source, and then it'll do like 2160 by 3840, and I export in 24 frames per second, or 23.978. Thank you, Loic. Colt being Spider-Man. Hey, if Tom Holland takes a break, needs somebody to step in, I got you. I got you. I do everything in Premiere. I do not do DaVinci grading, but it's 10 o'clock. That's when I told my lady I would, or it's almost 10 o'clock. My clock is fast. But I think we're going to wrap it here. I'm going to go watch Severance. If you guys haven't watched it, it's a little bit of a slower watch, but the story is pretty great. So I'm looking forward to that. Thank you for you guys being in here. This has been a great time. And if you want more live streams, I'll give that to you. And stay tuned. Working on some new stuff. New uploads coming soon. If you want, follow me on Instagram for the behind the scenes of everything. Pretty active on my Instagram, so go check that out. And I hope you guys have a fantastic night. Now, how do I end? I gotta figure out how to end the stream. Okay, I'm gonna click stop stream. This might be it for me. Good night, all. I love you all for being here. Hope you have a beautiful day, beautiful night, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.